Hi guys, I'm Haley Morales, and today I'm going to be showing you guys my favorite drugstore products. When I wear hoops, I feel confident. I feel like a confident queen. And I wore these cheap hoops. They're from Forever 21. And your girl is so bougie, she can only wear like white gold or else she starts breaking out. So if you can see my ear, it has red, like, I don't know, like you can't see it on camera, but it's just like red splotches all over it. And I'm over here like, okay, dang, like she really that bougie. Like not even her dot is red, like her whole ear has to turn red. We feeling like a red queen today. I'm gonna make myself a cappuccino, I don't know, but basically I was watching my old YouTube videos and I was like, boy, I only use drugstore products, or I only did use drugstore products. Recently, obviously, I've been getting this money from YouTube and stuff and buying all these high-end palettes and buying all this high-end primers and all this stuff, and I'm like, stick to your roots. So I know all y'all have been like, we broke out here, like gotta pay rent. So today I'm gonna be showing y'all or telling y'all my favorite drugstore products. So these drugstore products are worth your money. You can spend your money on this stuff because your girl has been doing makeup for a couple months and she knows what you need to spend your money on. So without further ado, let's make that cappuccino. Y'all thought I was gonna say get into the video. Cappuccino right here. We're gonna make this. Trash. I'm gonna put this in. And it's French vanilla. Let's see what kind of mugs we got. All my mugs be like, whatever. I'll just use this black one, like my soul. More water. She needy. Brew. Let's see what we got in the fridge. Of course, Horizon Organic, lactose free. Are you good? I think not. The heck? Water under pressure? The heck does this mean? What is this? Cat dispense hot water. Okay, we're gonna taste it. It just burned. It's been already too long and it just started. Okay, back to the video. Got my cappuccino. That was a little stressful. Oh, she cute. Tastes like watered down chocolate coffee. So first I'm gonna start off with my favorite drugstore primer. I'm like really serious in this video. Like your girl has a lot of primers. I got more than this. It's just all that I can hold in my hands. So I don't know what I'm gonna title this video. Maybe like drugstore versus high-end, or like my favorite drugstore and high-end products. I don't know. My favorite high-end primers, definitely any of the hangover primers. There is two. I really like the smell of the milk blur stick, but my favorite drugstore primers would have to be literally all the drugstore primers that I have. The Baby Skin by Maybelline. This is kind of oily. It has like a silicone feel to it. I used to use this all the time. I don't really use it anymore, but it's a really good primer. I don't know, it's actually like I wouldn't notice that my makeup would stay longer, but I don't know, it's just like people say it's good, so I think it's good. But a better one if you have dry skin is the e.l.f. Hydrating Face Primer. I love this primer so much. It's like if you have oily skin, don't get it unless you want like an oily look, but I really like this primer. I like prefer this over a lot of my high-end primers, and I also really like the Neutrogena Shine Control primer. This smells amazing, that's why I like it. I don't know how it wears. It kind of smells like bubble gum. I don't know how it wears because I've only used it once, but it has a grainy feel to it. And basically, I know the Milani primer the Milani Make It Last. I don't know. I know that's good, but this right here, my all-time favorite drugstore primer. Next, I'm gonna move on to foundation and concealer, and I've only owned drugstore foundations because I don't wear foundation that much and I don't want to have a caked face. The Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless foundation. The only bad thing about this is it can kind of look cakey sometimes, but overall you can build this up to make it like full coverage, or you can just, I don't know, it just covers really good. But the bad thing about it is that it can get cakey even if you put a little bit, and it doesn't really stay. But if you're more of like a neutral person and you don't really wear makeup, but like when you put just concealer on you have like redness like me, like if I put just concealer on there will be like red right here. So if you just want a foundation to cover that, I recommend any of the Neutrogena foundations. These two right here, they sent me these, but I actually really like them. I like this one a lot and this one too, so whichever one you want to pick up. They don't really have that many colors, but if you're like my shade and darker, then I think you can pick these up. And I don't really like the Milani Conceal and Perfect. I've used this about 2 times and I didn't like it every time I wore it. It might have been the primer I was wearing. I don't remember what primer I was wearing, but I'm gonna retry this because it was kind of expensive, like $10 or something. And I like packaging and stuff, so I'm going to try this again. Also, a good drugstore foundation is the CoverGirl CG Smoothers. I used this for like a long time. I know this is like definitely expired. And for concealer, my favorite drugstore concealer is the Neutrogena this concealer, because basically Neutrogena just like skin clearing and all this jazz, so it's not going to clog your pores. It's not going to cause you to get acne like some of these other ones. So if you have acne and you don't want to spend money on high-end makeup, then Neutrogena is a very good brand. Again, if you're like my shade or lighter, you might not be able to get some of their products. And if you want a concealer that's going to brighten your under eyes, I don't think this is really for you. I like this just to make everything one color. They sent me this and then I purchased another one, and this is the shade Fair 05, which is their lightest shade, and I really like this. You have to like layer it sometimes, especially under the eyes, like twice, and it will be more like full coverage. And I was using the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind for kind of a long time, and it's pretty good too. And then obviously my favorite high-end product is the Tarte Shape Tape, but it's $25 and a little goes a long way, and I got too light of a shade, so I really just kind of used my Neutrogena. Now my favorite drugstore powder would have to be the Airspun loose face powder. This is the only loose face powder I've tried, or translucent powder that I've tried at the drugstore, but every other one has flashback, and this does not have flashback. I don't care what the people say, this does not have flashback. I like put it on and barely blended it in, did a flash test, and there was no flashback. So I'm kind of confused on why people are saying this has flashback. I guess it might be different for everyone, but this, a lot of people say this does not have flashback. So the Airspun, it's like $6. It's called the Cody Airspun. I just really like this. It comes with a brush to apply it with, so if you don't have a beauty blender or anything like that, this is a great starter thing for you. And make sure to get the translucent powder. And then obviously my favorite high-end powder is the Laura Mercier. My favorite drugstore bronzers are by e.l.f. I loved the cream contour palette for like ages. It blends so easily. And then I haven't tried this from e.l.f., but I've heard really good things about it. So if you want a powder contour, this is a really good one. And my favorite high-end bronzer is the Hoola bronzer by Benefit. This is like a mini size for $15. I also love the Anastasia contour bronzers. Now my favorite sponges, Morphe isn't drugstore, but it's super cheap. It's $7.90. You can get it at Ulta, it depends what Ulta, or you can get it online. But I really recommend that sponge. This is like the highlighting and contouring sponge, and I really recommend this. Also, I forgot to say, my favorite like just setting powder overall would have to be the Maybelline Fit Me Powder. That's really good. But recently I've been using the Neutrogena skin clearing one, and I love the like brush it comes with. It comes with this like thing right here, and it just covers good and it doesn't make it look cakey. And the Maybelline one is super pigmented. That's why I like that one. I just carry it in my backpack with me in school. If like some of my makeup comes off, I just like touch it up. Now I'm gonna move on to brow products. My favorite drugstore brow product is the Lock-On Liner by e.l.f. I have this color in Espresso, but the only thing I don't like about this is that it kind of dries out quickly. And I know you can just like add a drop of Mario Badescu or add a drop of contact solution. It just kind of dries out quickly for me, and sometimes it's hard to blend out and it balls up. Basically, if you want Instagram brows and you don't want to buy the Anastasia dip brow, this one is super good. But for starters, if you just want to fill in a little bit of your brows or you don't want to be extra, I really recommend the e.l.f. Eyebrow Kit. This is in the shade Dark and it's like broken, but it comes with a little brush and everything if you don't have that. And my favorite high-end brow product would be the Benefit Brow Pencil, and I just use this in the front of my brows if I'm doing bold brows, and then I use the Anastasia Dip Brow in Ebony for the end. Now I'm going to move on to highlighters. My all-time favorite drugstore highlighter is the e.l.f. Half Baked Moonlight Pearls highlighter. I really love this highlighter. That's it, just like swatched a little bit. I don't want to spend time for it to focus. It's super pigmented. You have to scrape off the first layer, and then if you want to go up a little bit in price, the Milani highlighters are really good. And I haven't even opened this one yet. This is 01. I haven't swatched it, but I broke my 03 because I put it in my backpack and it's all crumbled. But this is this one. I really like the Milani highlighters. I'll just put a little bit of that on. Another cheap, really good highlighter is by ColourPop. You can get these at Sephora, only a little bit, or you can get them online, but then again you have to pay shipping. But these are bomb highlighters. These are so pigmented. They're like creamy but then powdery. I barely did that in, and that's like the most pigmented thing ever. I love their highlighters so much. My favorite high-end highlighters are by Becca and Anastasia. So I have like 3 by Becca. This is just Opal. I haven't used it. And I also have Champagne Pop right here, but I don't really use it either. I think I used it today. I just have so many highlighters. These are like $30-something though. And then every single one of the Anastasia Glow Kits is my favorite, but those are $40 each. And for blush, the e.l.f. blush palette is really good. I don't own blush because I don't wear blush, but I heard that the e.l.f. blush palette is really good. Now for lips, I have so many lip things. Milani has my favorite lip liners. I don't know how expensive they are, maybe like $10 or $6. They're kind of expensive, but they're really good. ColourPop is a drugstore. Again, you have to shop online, but they have bomb lip stuff. I don't really like lip mattes, but they have good lip mattes. But I really recommend the lip metallics or the lip glosses and the lippy sticks. So good. If you want some matte lipsticks, like liquid lipsticks, Wet n Wild has good ones. Neutrogena has bomb moisture sticks. I broke this one, but basically it's like a lip balm, but it's pigmented, and I really love these, and they smell like mangoes too. This Neutrogena Hydrating Lip Shine is really good too. You can kind of get a bold color and it won't be bold on the lips because it's just a like lip gloss. Then NYX you can only get at Ulta or in a NYX store or online, but they have the best lip glosses ever. They're called Butter Glosses, and I love these. These two I haven't even opened, but I've opened all my other ones and they're so good. They're like $5.99, kind of expensive for like lip glosses in my opinion, but they're so good. Like honestly, if you go to Ulta and you don't want to spend money on high-end stuff, but you want to go in the drugstore section, NYX is amazing. Their butter glosses, They're pigment. Don't get the glitter liners because you can't use them on your eyes, which I didn't know, and I didn't do it, thankfully, because y'all commented not to do it. Now for lashes, my favorite fake lashes are by Ardell. I love any lashes from them, preferably like the demi wispies or the double ups or the 600 wispies. I think they're really, really pretty. And also at Walmart you can get Eyelure. This is not Eyelure. You can get Eyelure lashes, and I like them, but the band is kind of thick, so I don't really like wearing them. But the Ardells are honestly my favorite lashes ever. For eyeliners, I really like NYX, even though again they're only at Ulta. Now lastly, I'm gonna move on to mascara, and your girl has had some come and goes with mascara. Y'all already know my favorite is the L'Oreal Lash Paradise. This is amazing. This is the waterproof kind. I don't wear it anymore. And then my second favorite is the Neutrogena Healthy Volume. This does not clump. I'm wearing it right now. It's just so great. Like, this is perfect. This is a perfect mascara. And then my favorite high end is the Better Than Mom Won't Let Me Say It. This is $23. Okay, so now I'm gonna go to like setting sprays to set your makeup. My favorite drugstore setting spray is the Wet n Wild setting spray. Then my favorite high-end setting spray is the Urban Decay All Nighter or the Hangover ones. These are really good, but they're again expensive. So that's it for the video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below. I post every Monday and Thursday. Follow all my socials, they'll be in the description down below, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.
Miles away, yeah, I'm already gone. Just